So in the first part of this video, I just got a few images in here because we didn't really get any video of them making the parts, but they basically made a mold, made a piece to make the mold, and then put the plexiglass in the oven, heated it up, and made the actual lens. And the rest of the video I'll go through how or what we did actually putting it in and finishing it up. We've gotten the lens back in here. Right now I'm taping it off to put sealant around the outside of the glass so that we don't get any leaks. This is the inside, so we've already gotten the thing all bolted in. We got the piece in that holds it in place. So I didn't get to film a whole lot of the process. A friend of mine, Larry, helped me make this thing. And what he did is he took this old lens that was in there that hadn't completely broken off, and he made this mold here that we used, or that he used, to bend the Lexan. So it's 1/8 inch Lexan that he used to put in there, and so he made this up, sanded it all down so that this piece actually fit up here on it. And it's like I said, it's not a perfectly round thing, so you have to turn it a certain way to get it to fit on there. And then that also means when I put it back in here, I had to turn it. I had it marked where the top was, but I still had to turn it just a little bit to get the thing to fit in there the best way that it could. And then then I put the little brace piece that locks it in place. I put it all the way around, and I got everything. There's a few places that have a little bit more gap here. Like it fits really good all the way around to about right here, and from right here to here there's a little bit of a gap between the metal and the glass. It's not real bad, but a little bit of a gap, but that'll get filled in with the sealer when I put that on here in just a minute. So what we're going to be doing now is my windshield on the airplane is also leaking, and so I'm about to get up on the airplane and peel off the current sealer that's around the window, so that we can put new sealer on it. I'll be taping it off, and then the idea is this is the sealer that we actually will be putting back on the window. But you mix this stuff up. It's got about a 20-minute cure time, and then you squeeze that stuff out. You get a tongue depressor to kind of work it in to make it smooth around the edges, and then pull the tape off before it dries and hope that it all seals on there good, because that stuff doesn't come off once it dries. So we'll be doing that here in about the next hour. Right now I'm fixing to get up on the airplane and take the seal off the window so that I can replace it as well, because the idea, you can't reuse this stuff. So once you mix it up, it's a two-part mix, and once you mix it up, it's going to go bad. So we got to use as much of it as we can. So the idea is I hope that I have enough in there to do this and the window. I may end up having to get another tube of it if I don't, but I'm hoping that I've got enough to do both of them. So we'll see how it goes. So this is the window. It's the right-hand window. I'm really going to end up doing both of them, but this is the one that's really coming off. But you can see the stuff that was in here is all peeling out. So there's not anything keeping the window from leaking. So what I'm going to be doing here is going through. I'll get the razor blade and start cutting this stuff off all the way around this window. So we'll go over to there and then back around to here. And then we'll get this thing cleaned up here, and then we'll put tape on it like we did the nose, and then hopefully I've got enough stuff to go around it. So we'll see how it goes. Getting everything cleaned off. We got the tape on. So now we're gonna start mixing up the stuff and try to get the nose bolt done, and then come up here and get this done before that stuff gets too hard. So this is where wish me luck comes in. All right, so we got all this the sealant back on the window up here. So this part is done, and I'll show you the nose piece next. We got the nose back on, got the camera mounted back in the front, and got it cleaned back up. So that is all there was to it. So all of it's back together, and she's ready to go kill some more birds, I guess. So we are glad to have it back ready to fly again. And also we've had a problem with the strut over here leaking down, and I tightened up this gland nut on here. Looks like this little clip thing is going to be a problem. We'll have to go back and look at it, but I tightened up the gland nut, and this thing's staying pretty dry, although actually now that I say that, I see a little bit. So it is back to leaking again. So I'm probably going to end up having to rebuild this damn thing, because now that I'm looking at it, it is leaking. It is staying up though. It's better than it was, but it's still leaking. So we'll have to figure out what's going to happen with that next.